Welcome to another edition of Rarer Hot Wheels. Tonight we're going to take a look at the castings I found at the local car boot sale or garage sale or flea market. Call it what you will, it depends on where you come from in the world. As a result of what I found, tonight's show will be not so much Rarer Hot Wheels but also Rarer Matchbox, Rarer Corgi and Rarer Husky. I'll have a little slideshow of what I found and then pick out some of the more interesting castings and give you a little detail on them. So let's take a look at what I found. Now here come what I consider to be the most interesting of the bunch. Starting off with Hot Wheels, and oddly, the four I've chosen are all Phil Rahman designs, this being the Ferrari FXX from 2013. The FXX ran from 2008 to 2013, then in 2014 Mattel's production of Ferraris stopped, and that was because Mattel's license ran out and they didn't renew it. This shade of blue is particularly nice, and as I turn the car you can see how the metal flake sparkles in the paint. Next up is this Fiat 500C in the guise of a comp-altered dragster. Very 60s style and looks really cool. It was introduced in 1999, this being a 2008 model. This particular one has lost its big huge rear wing, and in my personal opinion it actually looks a lot better for it because you don't see too many alters with massive wings sat on the back. This time we wave the flag for the United Kingdom, or Great Britain, and this is an Austin Healey 3000. This one is powered by a blown V8 and looks particularly cool in its red and white dual colour format. It was introduced in 2000 and ran through to 2012. God save the Queen. I love these trucks, and this being a dairy delivery. It looks particularly good with the pinstriping on the roof and the retro style tampos. There's even something in the back, but I'm not entirely sure what it is, and I've tried looking up close but I can't actually make out what's inside. But the Hot Wheels or Redline Racing tampos look particularly cool on the flat green paint. These were introduced in 1998 and they're still made today, and they're very, very popular too. Now we're going into Corgi territory, and information from me is scant on these, but I'll give you what I can. Here we have a Whiz Wheels Ferrari 512S. These ran from 1971 to 1973, and they were introduced and designed to compete with Hot Wheels. As you can see, they had mag wheels on them and thin spindle axles, which enabled them to run much quicker on the tracks. Next up is this Corgi Rockets Porsche Carrera 6. These ran from 67 to 70, and like all the rockets, featured a removable plastic chassis. This was to enable owners to swap axles and wheels and lube the axles. This Carrera was oddly produced in solid enamel colour, whilst most of the rest of the range were marketed in a paint finish very similar to Mattel's Hot Wheels Spectraflame paint. Apparently these were all very good track runners. I can't say that much more about these Corgi rockets as I don't have a lot of info on them, so I'll let you enjoy the pictures, I'll let you enjoy the videos. I'll just comment if I can. I mean, the Spectraflame style gold on this DB6 Aston Martin looks particularly nice. The shame it's so chipped, but then again, for a flea market find, it's not bad. Especially as nearly as old as me. Here we have a Bertone model in a Spectraflame style green. Now I've seen these come out in all sorts of guises over the years, including pink, solid enamel, flat paints, and they ran for a couple of years, but as a rocket, they look particularly cool. Right, here we're on to Matchbox stuff, and unfortunately the same lack of information applies as it did to the Corgi cars. So in this instance I'll let the pictures talk for themselves. These Lotus Europas are pretty cool. Colin Chapman's little baby. It even has a registration number on it, which does actually correspond to being a 1969. If you don't know British number plates from the era, the G on the right hand side of it represents the year, and G becomes 69. This is an early superfast car with the superfast style wheels, which are really quite narrow. It even features opening doors. And here we go, Ghostbusters S&S Ambulance. Shame about the broken screen, but still pretty damn cool for catching ghosts in. If you look in the back, it even looks like there's some blood in there from the last occupant. Again, this features those skinny alloy style wheels. Now this one predates me by 4 years, Hendrickson Tractor. There's a bit of a story behind this. We went to the boot sale and went rummaging through a box full of bits and pieces, and came away with this, left some bits behind. It wasn't until I got home that I realised that the 2 trailers that were in the box were actually part of this, and I was quite gutted. We went back last week in the hope of finding the trailers from the same guy. Unfortunately the trailers are gone, but I did come back with a whole brace more old Corgis and Matchbox cars, and a Dinky as well, and I'll be going to those in another video in the future. And here we have yet another one that predates me. This ran from 65 to 67, and it was in remarkably good condition. It's a Husky refuse van, or dustbin lorry as you might call it over here, or a trash wagon, or a dumpster, and even the tipping mechanism on the back still works. Not bad for a 50-year-old model, and not bad for a 50p find, which I guess is what, 30 cents in the United States. Not sure what it is in Australian, but I was very happy with this one. Well, that's all for this time. I hope you enjoyed looking at it as much as I enjoyed rummaging through the boxes at the boot fair. Coming up over the next few weeks will be another boot fair video. These take me some time to put together, so there'll be a couple of other little videos in between featuring some of the more obscure castings that I've got in my collection. So until the next time, take care and see you soon.